Hey guys, welcome back. So we completed Goodwin House and we're now moving on to Madagascan Simian Conservation Project. Like I say, yet again, I have done some of it. I haven't completed this tutorial. So we're going to jump straight in and have some fun. Okay, so we are loading again. Look at this zoo. This is just...
Welcome to Madagascar. It's quite the change of scenery from dreary old England, huh? Apart from the weather, I suppose. They don't call these places rainforests for nothing. The zoo you'll be working in is an ape sanctuary, where we're doing vitally important conservation work. Not just for apes, but for all kinds of species. But apes, well, apes are some of the closest relatives to humans there are. And yet, the way the world treats them is like, well, very much like some of us treat our actual relatives. Anyway, that's why I'm determined that our operation here does some good. If we can all leave some part of the world in a better state than we found it, we'll have lived lives worth living. And speaking of states, I have a horrible feeling I left the house in the right one. When I get back, I expect my life won't be worth living at all.
Alfie's coming to talk.
Madagascar then? Bit warm for my taste, to be honest. Anyway, this is Bernie's primate sanctuary. It's not just primates, though. We've got all sorts of animals. So why don't we go and have a look at some of them, eh? We'll start by taking a look at the Red Ruffed Lemurs.
The Red Ruffed Lemurs.
They're the ones that look like they should be in a Shakespeare play. Come on, let's head over to them.
Okay, let's go and find them. When the camera actually lets us move. Oh, where are they? Here we are.
Red Ruffed Lemurs are found in the rainforests of Massoala. That's in northeast Madagascar. They can actually live anywhere from 15 up to 25 years.
Wow.
Fancy that, eh? Okay, when you're ready, let's go find our Bornean orangutans.
Okay. So where are they? Let's go and have a... Ah, here we are. Oh. Aww. Hey, gorgeous. Aww.
The Bornean orangutan is such a marvellous creature. They're always a big favourite at any zoo they feature in, and they're also the biggest tree-dwelling animal on the planet. Assuming you don't count any lions that got stuck up one. Oh, why don't you take a better look at them? Open up their information panel and go into the animal camera.
Okay. Oh, look at him. Look at that face.
Aren't they just incredible?
They are.
When you're ready, let's go and have a look-see at some of our beautiful bonobos.
Bonobos?
Like the characters.
Sorry, I've got to go and find a bonobo now. Ah, there we are. Oh.
Oh dear. It looks like we've arrived
Oh,
just
no.
in time. One of the habitat's barriers has collapsed.
Oh no.
And wouldn't you know it, one of the bonobos has made a run for it.
Bad
We'll
bonobo.
need to catch them. But before we do, we should box up the other bonobos to stop them escaping too.
Okay.
Select the habitat boundary to bring up the habitat information panel. Good. Now open the animals tab.
And
And
maybe...
click on box all
There we
animals to
go.
box up the remaining bonobos. Now, we'll need a vet to recapture that escaped bonobo, but it seems our last one left to do some research in the wild. Not an ideal situation. So, we'll need to hire a replacement, sharpish. Go into the zoo section and then into the staff management area.
And we need to
You
hire a
can
vet.
find all of your staff in here, but there's no time to go looking at their particulars at the moment. Hire a vet.
I just have.
Great. Now let's deal with our escapee before they can cause too much havoc. Use the animal alerts to jump to the escaped bonobo.
Okay.
And then click on the Call Vet button to call the vet over to capture it. Okay, that's the relief. So while the vet deals with our bonobo friend, let's go fix up their habitat so they can't escape again. Head back over there. As you can see, the barrier's collapsed. Someone's taken their eye off the ball, obviously. Let's get this one replaced. Select the barrier and then we'll edit it. Delete the broken section of barrier and replace it with a brand spanking new one.
So we'll delete that and put a new barrier in.
Good. Now that we've done that, we need to make sure to add climb-proof barriers to the top. That way the bonobos won't be able to climb out. Just make sure you've got the correct piece of barrier selected when you do that. Okay, so go into the options section and select which side the climb-proof barrier needs to go on. And don't get it wrong. We're more worried about bonobos climbing out than guests climbing in. Nicely done. And I think it's high time we unbox those bonobos.
I totally agree.
The poor mites will get sad if we leave them in there for too long.
There we go.
Select the habitat barrier to bring up the habitat information panel again. So, it turns out that as well as the old vet leaving, the zoo's mechanics did too. We'll need to hire a couple of new ones so we can help stop any more breakouts. You see, mechanics do all sorts of helpful things around the zoo, but one of their most important jobs is taking care of the habitat barriers. Without mechanics around to repair them, the barriers will crack, crumble and fall down. And before you know it, we'll be overrun with escaped animals.
Yeah, well, we don't want that.
Go into the zoo section and then into the staff management area again. Oh, gosh, we have been busy, haven't we? Good work there. I'm off for a cuppa. Oh, I think Bernie wants a word with you.
Oh, sure he does.
Oh, I hear you had a bit of an issue with an escaped bonobo. The main thing is that you dealt with it swiftly. And more importantly, without the animals stealing someone's clothes, putting them on, and then walking out of the front gate.
You see,
yes,
another
Bernie.
key responsibility for our vets is animal research. Researching animals allows vets to unlock new enrichment items, additional information for our education resources, enhanced breeding programs, and improvements to food quality. The animals' food, not the vets. It'll take more than a research grant to improve the staff canteen.
I love Nancy.
Anyway, as you can see, research is a key part of running your zoo. In order for a vet to undertake research, they require a research centre. And once again, that's something that this zoo is missing. So let's build one.
Okay.
I marked out an area for you to put it.
Okay, so where's the area? Ah, just there.
Now, you've probably noticed that there's already a building where I want you to build the research centre. Don't worry. You see, the building that's currently there is actually a hollow shell. So we're able to place our new building inside of it. If you select the research centre for placement and then hover over the shell, you'll see that it asks if you want to add the research centre to the existing building.
Okay.
Okay, click to add it to the building. Oh, but that won't place it in just yet, though. First, we'll need to rotate our research centre so it automatically connects to the path when we place it.
Right. Object placement. There we go.
Splendid work. Now that we have a brand spanking new research centre, we can give our vets something to do in there. Oh, by the way, it's worth noting that the vets will only do research when they're not required to do any other jobs.
Okay.
That said, you can change what jobs a vet does via their information panel. But let's not worry about that just now. So, let's get our vet researching ring-tailed lemurs. Go into the zoo section and select Vet Research.
Okay.
Here, you can see a list of all the animals present in your zoo.
Ooh.
And also all the potential diseases that can occur. Now, drag and drop your vet onto the ring-tailed lemur to start their research.
Okay.
Actually, thinking about it, I'm not sure we've got any education boards or speakers by the lemur's habitat.
Oh.
Let's head over there and add some, so our guests can learn all about the furry little delights.
Ah, so here's the lemurs.
First off, let's pop down 2 education boards. Place them on the habitat barriers at a height that guests can see, or, if you like, pop them down on a stand.
Okay. Where? Ah, there's the education board. There's 1. And there's 2.
Okay, now that they've been put into position, we have to tell them what animal to display information about. Select one of the education boards to bring up its information panel. And from the drop-down list,
Ring-tailed
select
lemur.
Ring-tailed lemur. Although I'm sure that last part was obvious.
Well,
When
yeah.
you link an education board or a speaker to an animal, you need to make sure that said animal is close by. If it isn't, the guests will get confused and won't learn as much. Okay, now that we've done the education boards, let's pop down a pair of speakers.
Okay.
Speakers play audio to the guests so they can learn while they look at the animals, instead of having to go through the laborious process of reading.
Yeah, because reading's so
One
hard.
thing to bear in mind is that it's important not to put the speakers too close together. If you do, the guests won't be able to understand what's being said. Now we simply need to link the speakers to the ring-tailed lemurs.
Where did I
just
put
like
the
you
other?
did with the
Ah,
education boards.
no, I didn't want that one. I want that.
Fantastic. Oh, it's worth remembering that education boards and speakers both need power to work. They won't do much good without it. Oh, it looks as though our vet has completed their research on ring-tailed lemurs.
Oh, that's good.
We'll need to collect the results. We can do that by clicking on the notification or by going back into the vet research area.
There we go.
Collect your research rewards. Just so you know, vets will continue to research an animal even after successfully completing a research level.
Okay.
I suppose when you're in the zone, you're in the zone.
Absolutely.
Well, now that we've enriched the lives of our guests, let's enrich the lives of our ring-tailed lemurs.
Okay.
Some animals, like lemurs, will have a climbing need. That means they have a requirement for a certain amount of climbing space. And you can fulfill that requirement by building them a climbing frame. Let's find out how much more climbing space our lemur friends need, shall we? Select one of them and bring up their information panel.
Right. I will do if they sit still long enough for me to click on them.
Next, click on the Terrain tab.
Terrain tab.
Now, as you can see, the lemurs need quite a lot more climbing space. But as it happens, I've already got a climbing frame blueprint built for you.
Oh.
So you can either pop that down or build one yourself from scratch. By the way, it's not always just climbing needs that you have to worry about. Other animals might need a certain amount of water in their habitat so they can go for a swim. They certainly do keep us on our toes.
There we go.
Oh, that's a great climbing frame for them. They're going to absolutely love it. Do you know what would make them even happier, though?
What?
Nicer food. But that's true of all of us, though, isn't it?
Well, yes.
You can unlock better quality food for animals through research. Luckily, we've already unlocked some for the lemurs, so all that remains is to make sure they get served it from now on.
Okay.
Let's bring up the habitat information panel by selecting the lemur habitat.
Oh. No. I want the lemur habitat. Why is it not? Why is it not let me,
Lovely.
There we go.
Now select the Animals tab. There we go. As you can see, we can set the food quality in here. Just click on the drop-down menu and select Grade 2 Food Quality.
Yep.
Grade 2 Food Quality. My mouth's already watering. So, a new climbing frame and better food. Oh, you've really spoilt those lemurs rotten. Now, I think it's time we looked at one of the zoo's most important responsibilities.
What's that?
Releasing animals into the wild. You see, when we feel an animal is ready, we can release them into the wild. But what makes an animal a good candidate for release? Well, their age is an important factor. I mean, we can't release an animal that's a juvenile, just as we can't release one that's gotten too old. They'll also need to be fertile. After all, the idea is to repopulate the wild, so the best candidates will have a high fertility gene. And together, the age and fertility of a candidate will determine how many conservation credits we'll be rewarded when we release them. Now, conservation credits are vitally important. They're the lifeblood of your zoo, because earning them allows you to adopt even more animals. And what's more, the animals you can adopt will be of a higher quality. So, with that in mind, let's pop over to our orangutan habitat. Okay, I'd like you to find Agang, the Bornean orangutan in the habitat, and select him, please. You can either click through each orangutan in turn, or select the habitat barrier, go to the animals tab in the habitat information panel, and find him in the animals list.
I think we'll do that. Ah, very good. Agung. Okay, so we're going to release Agung to the wild. Oh.
I know it's sad to see him go, but he'll be happy out in the wild. And he's a wonderful candidate for release. Young, strong and fertile.
Oh.
Excellent work there. You've definitely got potential, you know.
Thank you.
Ah, I see you've been doing some homework. Although, it hardly seems like work when you're learning about something as adorable as a ring-tailed lemur. I imagine I'd have got much better grades at school if there'd been less algebra and more aldebra. Tortoises.
Okay, so far we've done a lot of work with habitat animals, but now it's time to learn all about exhibit animals.
Oh.
Let's build a brand new exhibit.
Okay.
I've marked an area for our new exhibit. How about we head over there?
Okay.
Lovely. Now let's build a new exhibit in the gap that's been left. Just add it to the building like we did with the research centre earlier, then pop it into the gap.
Oh.
Perfect.
There we go.
The next thing to do is adopt an exhibit animal to go in there. How about a Gila monster?
A Gila
Open
monster?
up the exhibit trading section and adopt one.
Okay.
Just as we do with habitat animals, we need to send the Gila monster to the exhibit. Click on the exhibit to send it there. When you send an animal to an exhibit, it'll automatically be given the correct setup.
Right.
But that doesn't mean it's completely ready for them. So let's finish it off. We'll start by adding some enrichment items. Click on the exhibit to bring up its information panel. Good. Now click on the layout tab.
Okay.
Oh, well, it looks like we've only got the enrichment level 1 items unlocked at the moment. Never mind. Let's turn on at least one of them for the Gila monster.
Okay, we'll turn that on.
As I'm sure you know by now, you can unlock more enrichment levels by having one of your vets do some research. Now we'll also need to set the temperature and humidity in the exhibit. These are vitally important for keeping our Gila monster happy and comfortable. Click on the Climate tab. Here you can see the Gila monster's desired temperature and humidity.
So we'll turn the humidity down.
You can change both of these by adjusting the dials below. Make sure it's going to be
Might
nice
still
and
not
cozy.
actually be.
That's the ticket. And the last thing we need to look at is setting up the different windows. So click on the Windows tab.
Okay.
You can edit and customize any of the windows on an exhibit. A window can be closed and blank, or have a 2-dimensional background, or even a 3-dimensional background on it.
I don't want to turn that window.
Why don't you have a play around with the options? There's also an exhibit education board.
Not that
Pop
one.
them down near your exhibit.
Let's
to
try
teach your
window
guests about
3.
them. Let's add one now.
Nope, it's not the one. Let's try window 2. Nope. So it must be window 4. Ah, hang on. There we go. Education boards. Ah, there we go.
Just like the education boards and speakers we put down for the ring-tailed lemurs, you'll need to link these to the Gila monster. Go on.
Okay.
Lovely stuff. Now our guests can learn all about our venomous friend here. Right, now, I've got a bit of a big job for you.
Okay.
I need you to increase the number of species in the zoo. You'll probably want to adopt both habitat and exhibit animals to do so, which will mean building plenty of new habitats and exhibits for them.
Okay.
Go on, off you pop. I'll check in with you when you're almost done.
Okay. So, how many do we have to put in? Let's have a look. "12 species and we have 9. 10. So that's 3. So let's put... Oh look, we've actually got a little bit of an area down here. Right, let's run a path. To... Oh, can I not run a path here? Okay. Okay. So let's... Oh, good. So we've got giant burrowing... Do we have any giant land? I don't think we have any of these, do we? Let's just double check. No, we don't. Okay. I was just double checking that we don't have any of the giant... So we'll buy 2 of them. We've got Highland monsters. We don't have Goliath frogs. And then we need 1 more. We'll get 1 of these. Okay. So move that there. 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 And we'll move that there. Okay. What are we up to? 11. So one of these species we've already actually got in the zoo. But we'll deal with this first. I think that might actually be too much. Turn it up a little bit. Yeah, that should be good. Temperature is too high, so we'll knock that down a little bit. Is that better? That's better. Now for this one. Oh, we've got no power down here. Okay. Wait, did that have power? That had power. But these ones don't. Okay, so we need to build another transformer. Okay. So we'll turn that on. Again, too hot. That's better. Turn the humidity down a little bit. Okay, so that's good. And then we'll do the same for this one. So the temperature is too hot. But the humidity is fine. Okay. Nothing researched. Right. So we're still we're still missing a species. So we've already got those. Let me see if there's anything else in here. Otherwise we might have to build an exhibit. Sorry, a habitat. Got them. Got them. Got them. Okay, so it looks like we're going to have to build an exhibit. So we know we've got ring-tailed lemurs. We know we've got the red ruffed lemurs. Do we have mandrill? I think we do. I think we have hippos. We know we have bonobos. Let's have a look. Do we have birds tapirs? No, we do not have birds tapirs. So let's buy a male and a female birds tapir. We'll adopt a male, adopt a female. Okay, bear with me 2 seconds. Alright guys, so you won't have even noticed this, but I had to go and let the dogs out. So I'm just going to double check that it was definitely birds tapir. They're in the trade centre, so yes, we did not have them in the zoo. So we'll get an enclosure built for them. Let's do like the brick walls down here. And then we'll do glass. So that people can actually see them. I'm just wondering why I can't... Ah, there we go. Okay, so then we need to put a keeper door in. Draw up a staff path. Where is the donation boxes? Ah. Uneven. But I want to put one there. And we'll put a speaker. Put a speaker there. Okay. We'll put in a hard shelter. Hopefully they'll like this one. Oh. Except half of it went in the ground. Hopefully they'll like that. Nope. Bed's tapir. So this ground is very uneven. Right, let's see if we've got any enrichment for them. Yep, they like this. Any toys? We might have to research some toys for them. Oh, we've got cardboard boxes. We've got... I'm not quite sure what they are, to tell you the truth. Actually, they've got a lot of toys available to them. With any luck, they shouldn't be too miserable. Let me just double check that we haven't got any more food enrichment for them more. See, we have. Right. Now let's get them delivered. Animal storage. So we'll get them moved into here. Hopefully it won't take them too long to move here. And then we'll see what else they need. Hopefully we should have some very happy bird tapirs. Gotta wait for them to be delivered. Oh, you know what I've done? Let me see. Because guests are getting a little bit confused. There we go. Ah, that's only staff. That's why they couldn't get down here.
My,
there we
you
go.
have been busy, haven't you? Splendid! But now that you've adopted all these lovely new species, we need to make sure they're nice and happy. So let's get the average welfare across the zoo nice and high, shall we? And by we, I mean you.
We
Go
can
on,
do
get
that.
to it.
So they want more plants. And they've got no water area. Okay. So where can we put a water area? Well, we could put a water area here actually. Let's do some terrain editing. Oh, hang on. Make it a little bit smaller. Like, maybe a little bit bigger than that. Okay, it's not quite. Let's try that now. Why is that not reading as a water area? Because they can't get in it, I'm gonna guess. Yeah, the problem is let's have a look at this. Right, so right, so that's now been read as a water area. So obviously they can get in that. Hopefully they can get in and possibly get out of it. So habitat. The only thing they're lacking is plants. So South or Central America. So let's get some. Okay, they like these plants, that's good. Do they like... Oh, I wonder if they like lily pads. Yep. They do like lily pads. Right, let's make them super, super happy. And we'll add some more plants. How's that? So the only thing they're really lacking now is nutrition. Adult population is fine. Okay. So what's our next objective? We have to bring up the happiness of all species. So let's see who isn't happy. The bonobos aren't happy. Like, most of the bonobos aren't happy. So let's go and see the bonobos, see why they're not happy. Oh! It's a bonobo eating. Hard shelter, 36%. Okay. Let's get some monkey shelters put in. Where should we put them? Let's see if I can put some monkey shelters in. Is it? I mean, are the bonobos happy now? Let's have a look, shall we? Right, and they need some enrichment. What sort of enrichment do we need? Oh, food and... Right, so we haven't got any of that. Bonobo. Okay. So they actually like... Oh. Let me try and get the camera back. There we go. What else do they like? Oh, didn't want to come out that far. No, they don't like that. 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 They like this. There we go. So that's up to 100%. Let's put some toys in. Do we like cardboard boxes? Yep. A grab ball. Yep. Be like this as well. Nope, they don't like that. Nope, they don't like that. A mirror mobile. Yep, they love this. There we go. Last meal quality. Can I change the food quality on this, I wonder? Oh. Grade 2. Yep. I'll change that up to grade 3. So that should make them happy. What are we up to now? 88. Okay, so who else isn't happy? Why is that bonobo? Why have we got a bonobo in a box? Don't know. Oh, we've got a Gila monster that isn't happy. Gila monster, here we go. Exhibit 2%. Temperature isn't right. Temperature is too low. There we go. Layout only 60%. Okay, so I need to bring that up. Let's get that moves on the Gila monster. We've got an unhappy bird's tapir. What's up with the bird's tapir? Why is it stressed? Oh, you know what? They're actually stuck. Let me see if I can sort something out here. Yeah, they're actually stuck. Like, can they get out now? Let me think what I can do here. Because I can see exactly what... Ah! They can't get out. Let me think what I can do. The only thing I can maybe do is this. I don't want to do this, but we'll see if this will work. Let's delete that. Please tell me you're not still stuck. No, you're not. Good. That should make you a little bit less stressed, maybe? Why are you still stressed? Oh no, you're going up now. Okay. But, I now need to find somewhere to put a shelter again. Without possibly getting my animals stuck. I mean... That might work. Okay. Are they able to get out of there? Yep, they can get out of there. Are we stressed? No. Stress is getting better. Fantastic. Hard shelter is only at 8% now. That's not good. Please don't get stuck. You're not. Okay. I mean, I know it's not ideal, but the small shelters... Why is the hard shelter back down to 7%? What? Honestly, these tapirs. Let's try that. I mean, do they like that one? Hard shelter 0%. Okay, so we don't like that one. Let's try this one. Do we like this one? Hard shelter 65%. Hard shelter 84%. How much hard shelter do these tapirs want? Let's try that. Hard shelter 100%. Brilliant. Okay, so they're now happy. So 89% happiness now. So let's do the Red Ruffed Lemurs. See what they need. Welfare 71, habitat, cleanliness, enrichment, species, toy. So we want some more toys. I think we can do this. Red Ruffed Lemur. Bit like the boxes.
Lovely job there.
There we go.
You should be proud of yourself.
Brilliant.
Not only have you expanded the zoo and kept the animals as happy as Lanny, but you didn't bankrupt us in the process.
I know, right?
Amazing.
Wow! Well, you've certainly transformed the zoo. I barely recognize it. A wonderful new exhibit, some fascinating new species, and you've done wonders for the animals' welfare by enriching their habitats.
I know, I'm just
Who
perfect.
doesn't love playing with a 3-foot wide soccer ball, huh? I mean, other than professional soccer players. I mean, I'm sure it wasn't easy, though. I expect money was tighter than a possum's pouch. Plowing all those funds back into the welfare of the animals doesn't make running these places a picnic. Although, it does make me feel a little less guilty about how much our gift shops charge. No, as far as I'm concerned, the only reason to run a zoo is to help animal kind. Sadly, it appears some other people have far less noble goals.
Alright guys, so that looks like that's the end of this zoo. So I will catch you again on our next project. Thank you for watching.